The long-standing and violent feud between the Hutch and Kinahan criminal organisations has been one of the bloodiest gang conflicts in Ireland's history. The latest conviction in this ongoing saga recently occurred when Thomas Nicky McConnell was found guilty of the murder of Gareth Hutch, a nephew of Gerry The Monk Hutch. The verdict, delivered by the Special Criminal Court, made McConnell the fourth individual convicted for his role in the brutal ambush killing of Hutch in Dublin 8 years ago. Welcome back to Crime Chronicles. Today we're going to take a look at the 10 killers who have been convicted and jailed for their involvement in the Hutch-Kinahan feud murders, and also see what the future holds for this bloody Gangland war. Here is a little bit of background of the Hutch-Kinahan feud. The origins of the feud trace back to a breakdown in relations between the two once-aligned criminal factions. The Kinahan cartel, led by Daniel Kinahan, grew into a dominant force in international drug trafficking. The Hutch faction, led by Gerry The Monk Hutch, historically involved in armed robberies and local criminal activities, found itself at odds with the Kinahans, leading to an all-out war that has claimed at least 18 lives. The first high-profile killing was that of Gareth Hutch in September of 2015, which served as the catalyst for the Gangland War. A nephew of Gerry Hutch, Gary was once a trusted member of the Kinahan cartel, but turned against them. His murder in Spain marked the beginning of an escalating cycle of violence between the two groups. What followed was a series of targeted assassinations, including the infamous Regency Hotel attack in 2016, which resulted in the death of Kinahan associate David Byrne, but the real target was probably Daniel Kinahan. On May 24th of 2016, 36-year-old Gareth Hutch, a nephew of Gerry Hutch, was ambushed and shot dead outside Avondale House, North Cumberland Street in Dublin 1. This latest Hutch-Kinahan feud court case, which ended late in 2024, found that Jonathan Keogh and Thomas McConnell were the two gunmen responsible for the attack. According to evidence presented, both men had used a nearby apartment as a lookout before executing their plan. CCTV footage and mobile phone data played crucial roles in linking McConnell to the crime. Mr. Justice Alexander Owens, presiding at the three-judge, non-jury Special Criminal Court, concluded that McConnell was one of the two assassins who stalked and murdered Hutch. While Keogh fired the fatal shots, McConnell's weapon did not discharge as its safety catch was engaged. However, the court ruled that McConnell was still part of the common plan to murder Hutch, making him equally culpable. McConnell, who is 38, from Silo Gardens, Ballymun in Dublin 11, had pleaded not guilty to the murder. Yet the overwhelming evidence, including phone records, CCTV footage, and lies told by McConnell to the police, led to his conviction. He now faces the mandatory life sentence. McConnell's trial, which commenced in 2023, was postponed for 16 months due to legal and procedural complications. The first delay occurred when one of the judges was unable to continue, and further delays ensued as the court awaited a Supreme Court ruling on the admissibility of mobile phone location data as evidence. The Supreme Court ultimately ruled that such data, even if collected under an invalid law, could still be used in court, allowing the trial to proceed. The Hutch-Kinahan feud has exacted a bloody toll on the people associated with the gangs. McConnell's conviction adds to the growing list of individuals imprisoned for their involvement in this deadly Gangland war. Of the 18 murders linked to the feud, the vast majority have been attributed to the Kinahan cartel. Irish authorities have arrested and convicted numerous individuals affiliated with Kinahan's network, aiming to dismantle the organisation's grip on the criminal underworld. Currently, at least 10 individuals connected to the Kinahan cartel are serving sentences for their roles in various murders. First up, we have James Quinn, convicted in Spain in 2018 for the September 2015 murder of Gareth Hutch near Estepona, Costa del Sol. He received a 22-year sentence, as Spanish courts do not impose life terms. Secondly, we have Eamon Cumberton, serving a life sentence for the April 2016 murder of Michael Barr at the Sunset House Bar in Dublin. Third on our list is Christopher Slater, also serving a life sentence for the murder of Michael Barr. Number 4 on the list is David Hunter, a London native also serving life for his role in Barr's murder. Number 5 on our list is Thomas Nicky McConnell, recently sentenced to life for the May 2016 murder of Gareth Hutch. Number 6 is Jonathan Keogh, an INLA member serving life for the murder of Gareth Hutch. Number 7 is Regina Keogh, sister of Jonathan Keogh, also serving life for the same murder. And number 8 is Thomas Tossie Fox, the final individual convicted in the Gareth Hutch murder case. He's also serving a life sentence. At number 9 on our list, we have Freddie Thompson, serving life for the July 2016 murder of Dahi Dottie Douglas. And rounding out the list at number 10 is Lee Kinahan, also convicted and serving life for the murder of Douglas. So what will be the future of the feud? And how is the Irish justice system cracking down on these groups? The Irish government and law enforcement have intensified their crackdown on the Kinahan cartel, which remains one of the most dangerous criminal organisations operating within and beyond Ireland. While many key figures are behind bars, Daniel Kinahan and other senior members remain at large, with international law enforcement agencies pursuing legal action against them. The sentences handed down in the wake of the feud reflect the severity with which Ireland treats organised crime. Unlike in some jurisdictions, Irish life sentences are indeterminate, meaning that those convicted may serve over 20 years before being considered for release. Any released individual remains under strict monitoring and can be recalled to prison if they engage in criminal activities again. With more than 60 Kinahan cartel members already incarcerated for crimes including conspiracy to murder, firearms possession, and facilitating murder, authorities hope that continued legal action will weaken the cartel's influence. However, as long as high-ranking figures remain at large, the risk of further bloodshed persists. The biggest plus point in McConnell's recent conviction is that it proves Irish authorities continue to investigate feud murders. It seems that these are never left to become cold cases. With law enforcement agencies maintaining pressure on the Kinahan cartel and its leaders facing international scrutiny, as well as the real possibility of extradition from Dubai, there is hope that the era of gangland executions may eventually come to an end. Until then, the Hutch-Kinahan feud remains a stark reminder of the devastation wrought by organised crime on Irish society. Thank you for joining us today on Crime Chronicles. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the channel with your friends.